Hi! This is Jen, and I'm here for MomCave Live with Monica.
Monica Blaze Levitt. Nice to meet you guys.
Monica is a doula, and she's here to tell us some of her secrets today and some of her funny stories. And I'm the only mom of 3 here today because there were mommy emergencies on the other 2. This happens. We said in our first episode, we were like, there are going to be times when the show will be at a different time, or there will be kids running around, and you'll hear a crash, which has happened. Things like that. So, hello everyone. It's just me today. We have a Twitter party going on right now with Mommy R&R. It is live tweeting, and you can join in by using the hashtag, see if I get this right, MRRMCTV. It's in the comments if I got that wrong. Check it out. But follow along with that hashtag, and you can ask us questions, especially Monica, who has a lot to tell. And you can also win this week's giveaway, which are some car seat accessories, a shade, which is very useful this time of year.
Very.
Some kick mats so your kids don't ruin your seats.
Ooh.
Good luck with that. And if you want to win, leave us a comment below about something. I don't know, about if you have a doula, midwife story, or even a funny birth story, leave it down there, and we'll pick one next week, and someone will win.
You said we could say poop.
We can say shit.
Wow.
This is the internet.
Oh my God, I can say that.
Yeah, there are a lot. Speaking of poop,
yes.
I bet you have some pooping stories. You know, when I didn't go to childbirth classes. Isn't that terrible? We were so poor at the time, and my husband was always out of town, so he never could have gone anyway. We got DVDs, and we watched the childbirth DVDs. But one of the things was there was a whole 10-minute section on don't be embarrassed if you poop.
Exactly, because we've seen everything. The doula's seen everything. The nurses have seen everything. The doctors have seen everything. You're gonna poop. Just expect it. We just see it, and we don't tell you that we see it.
You don't tell a woman?
No.
Oh, good.
Well, I mean, can you imagine if somebody told you, "Oh, you just pooped"?
You're pooping.
Yeah. No.
So many things are going on down there at the time. You don't really know anyway.
And you just need to be concentrating on getting stuff out anyway.
Right. Anything you can get out, get out.
Exactly. Cleanse, throw up, poop, pee. It's all good. Have a baby.
Right. Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Okay.
So, one of my mommies that I was working with, she wanted a water birth. And we found this beautiful hospital and a beautiful tub, and it was time to have the baby, so she gets into the tub, and she's laying like this on the bathtub, having her contractions. And it's time for her to push. She's at 9 centimeters, so I said, "Okay, Mommy, it's time for you to push. It's time for you to push." And the nurse said, "Well, we need her to turn over," and she couldn't get her leg over the wires.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough time to move.
It's a very tough time to move.
You're about to push, right?
Yeah. So she ends up having the baby like this on all fours in the bathtub, and the baby comes out into the water, and the nurse takes the baby, and it was a beautiful experience. But I told the mommy, I said, if that baby grows up to be an obnoxious teenager, I'm going to call him your little shit. Because it looked like she pooped him out, that's all.
I bet it hurt a lot more than normal poop.
Say it again?
I bet that hurt a lot more than a normal poop.
Oh, yeah.
I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone's tweeting us. Oh, she's welcoming everyone to the Twitter party. She's having technical difficulties. Today is Mercury in retrograde?
I don't know. Punch Yomi.
Yeah. Anyway, that's funny. I didn't have a doula. I think I would have liked to have a doula, but it would have probably been too many people in the room because I always thought I wanted my mom to be there when I gave birth. I know some people have contentious mother-daughter relationships. I mean, we have our issues, but we're pretty close. And she's the kind of person, whenever I was sick or in pain, I want my mom there. She makes me feel better. So I was really lucky. She lives in North Carolina, but she was able to, the moment I got to the hospital, my husband called her, she got on a plane, and she was there way, way, way in time, hours before I even pushed.
Excellent.
So that was amazing. Of course, that means I was in labor a long time.
Well, how many hours?
I think it was about 26 altogether. It was a long one.
That's a long one.
Yeah.
How did you maintain your strength?
Part of it was I was prepared for that. Like, so many people told me first babies take a long time, so my expectation was there. It's a story for another day, but I had been in a really bad accident about 2 years before that, where I had 3 surgeries, 2 years of physical therapy, and I had experienced pain a lot. And so I knew kind of like how I respond to pain. I knew that pain is temporary and you get through it. And so I think that having like had a lot of pain before helped me too.
That's perfect.
I don't know.
No, it's perfect. It really is perfect. Your body got trained. You know what you could tolerate. You knew how to deal with it, and that's what a doula does. So you already had your training. Look at that. You didn't even need a doula.
But, yeah. And then I have my sister too.
Oh,
which was really awesome because they said we could only have 2 people, in the room at a time, my husband and my mom. But my sister came in from Queens, and the nurses said, okay, she can stay in the room until it's time to push. So for all those hours, every time we heard someone come down the hall, we go, hide in the bathroom. And my sister hid in the bathroom. A couple of times we forgot about her.
Oh, no.
We'd be like 10 minutes later, oh, you can come out now. Anyway, by the time it was time to push, it was so chaotic, no one told her to leave. So I felt very lucky that I had my mom, my husband, and my sister there helping me out.
That's beautiful. That's perfect.
But a lot of people don't have that support so that they can use a doula.
Exactly. That's what we're there for. Like, what we are there for is for the mommy and the daddy, just to take care of them for pain relief. We're trained in pain relief. But even in that circumstance, I know the techniques, but I would want to coach your mother or the partner or your sister so that they do the pain relief technique for you. As much as possible to try to get the partner involved instead of the doula. That's our job. And, of course, emotional support.
Right. And you're an expert because you've attended births before, you've had the training. My mom's no expert. She's mom.
But how many kids does she have?
She has 3.
3 kids.
Yeah.
So she's an expert.
Yeah.
I'd say 3 babies makes you an expert.
I don't know. I've only had 1 so far. I don't feel like an expert at all. Yeah. Do you ever have, do the husbands or partners ever have odd reactions during the process?
Mostly.
Let's talk about that.
Yes. Mostly it's about the mother saying, stop doing that, quit talking, leave the room now, this is all your fault.
Oh, no!
And then our job is to take care of the father after that happens and just coach them gently back into the room, coach the mommy to see if we can get them together again. Right. And sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes the daddy just really needs to leave.
Oh, man.
Yeah, guys, don't crack jokes during a contraction.
Yeah, no jokes.
That's like rule number 1. Don't.
No. No, definitely. No talking about other things.
No.
My sister, who I loved that she was there, she was great, but she kept trying to play me music on her phone. And she had really good intentions. It was that song, I think it was the You Are Beautiful song that had just come out. And she's like, this makes me think of you. Be strong. And she's playing it. And she's like, don't you like it? And I was like, no. Turn it off. I don't want to hear music right now.
No. Yes. Yeah, that's the time to be quiet. During the contraction is the time to be. So there's been times where, because it's hard to watch someone that you love in pain.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if the partner hasn't had coaching, the natural reaction is to say something, do something to help the person, to help the mommy in pain. But that's when you got to go sit in the corner or either help with a pain relieving technique or get out of the way.
Totally. Well, if any of you had your partner or mom or whoever say something that really pissed you off, I would love to hear it. Please leave us a comment. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, gosh, there's so many questions about being a doula. How many times do you meet a mommy before she gives birth?
Well, ideally at least 3 times. The initial meeting, and then you want to meet to discuss. They need to think about their birth plan. Mm-hmm. So Like each trimester would be ideal. Sometimes you only get one meeting, though. There's times where a mom is going right in. If you volunteer for a hospital or something, you get one meeting right before they go in to find out what do they want. Do they want a natural birth? How do they feel about Pitocin? If it is a C-section, who do they want in the room with them? Sometimes you get one meeting, but ideally 3 to 4. That's great. Yeah.
Is there, now this is where you can dish, but don't use names.
No.
Okay. Is there anything like the moms do and you want to tell them something, but in the moment you can't because you're being professional, like, poop. Poop, you want to tell them? Go
poop.
ahead.
Yeah. You just pooped. No, I've.
Are you laughing inside?
Yes. You have to maintain a sense of humor, you know.
Totally, it's so important. I think poop is a running theme on this channel, apparently, with all the babies, and it's our tagline for Slummy Mummy.
Yes.
We thought we could have it all, now we just want to poop alone. It is.
I love it.
I find that it's one of the most surprising and challenging things about motherhood.
Poop.
Poop. And the inability to poop on your own, because there's always someone there talking to you.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Well, sometimes it's difficult when you see the woman and we're not finding what it is that works.
Yeah.
And when you find what works, there's so much relief for the woman. You can see it in their faces. Like, if you ever thought that you were hiding your expressions, when you're in the birthing process, there's no hiding your expressions. Everything that you feel is right here.
I'm so glad I wasn't one of those people that had my birth videotaped or something.
Yeah. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's a great thing to do. Absolutely great thing to do. But I don't know if I don't even want to watch my wedding video.
Really? No, me neither. Anytime I watch something like that, I'm like, why did I choose that dress? What was I doing so many years ago, right? But I think my most effective pain relief technique is that I say the F word a lot.
It works.
I just said that over and over really loudly. Like, I wasn't one of those blaming the husband or whatever. I was just like, the whole time. And it was a Catholic hospital.
Oops.
Sorry. The other thing about the Catholic hospital is that they have a crucifix at the end of the bed, and they also have a big clock, like 3 times the size of the crucifix. And I had to keep telling the nurses and my husband to close the curtain, because the last thing I wanted when I was pushing is like watching this clock, and it was going on, you know, like you don't want to have that concept of how long it has been.
And next to a dead guy on wood. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I needed Jesus' help.
Yes.
But I didn't want to be reminded of the crucifixion at that moment.
No.
No.
That's crazy.
No. No. So, yeah. Have what's the longest birth you ever done?
I'm going to say shorter than yours. The longest one, and I've been lucky. I've been very lucky. And my ladies have been lucky that 10 hours has been max.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I hope that will happen to me someday.
Well, your second birth is going to be easier. Usually the second birth is much shorter than your first birth.
Pause. I'm not pregnant right now, Mom. Anyone watching? I just intend to be again in the future.
Hooray!
Hooray!
And I'm going to knock on wood for you.
Yeah, totally. That I have a quick birth. Both of my sister-in-laws, my husband's sister and my brother's wife, had babies very recently.
Oh.
And so it was fun. Like, as soon as you get the call, they're going to the hospital, and then people keep updating you with what's going on. But I have to say, they're probably watching. I was jealous of both of you when I got the call that the baby was born.
Oh.
And it hadn't been over 24 hours. I was so happy and relieved for them, but I was also pretty jealous.
I can imagine. Oh my God, 26 hours. Oof.
Whatever.
Yeah, you've got to rest between contractions. But on the story of the F word, I had one mommy, and when you're having your contractions, we encourage you to find the voice of the contraction, which could be fuck. But for this one,
for me,
legitimate. For this one young lady, her sound ended up sounding kind of like a zombie mommy.
Oh no.
But it worked for her. It was fine. So I'm holding her. She's standing up and draped on me, and so I start, courtesy Ina May. I'm with her through the contractions. And so it worked at home, and then we went to the hospital, and we're doing it much louder. And it's working for the mommy. But then the doctor and the nurses came in, and they're like, excuse me, you're scaring the other mommies on the floor. Are you serious, really?
That scared them?
That scared them. Was that the scariest sound you ever heard?
I heard yelling from, like, screaming and yelling down the hall. So.
Yeah. What?
And I knew, that lady, she's having the baby. Like, big deal.
There you go. But I don't know.
Maybe they'd been watching too much Walking Dead.
Maybe so.
Maybe they were too into the zombies.
Oh, on that note, I would be freaked out if I was a mommy on the floor and I heard, I might freak out a little.
Because have you seen The Walking Dead?
I love The Walking Dead.
Because in the first episode when Rick wakes up in the deserted hospital and they're the zombies. What if they were birthing zombies? Scary. Write that episode, AMC. Birthing zombies.
Birthing zombies. I want to see it.
We want to see that.
Zombie doula.
You would be a great zombie doula. That reminds me, though, you have played a doula.
I have played a doula.
Yes. That's how I met Monica. I saw her in a great project where she played a doula, and it was really funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was fun to work on. Preggers.
Yeah, check it out. It's a web series called Preggers.
You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Preggers.
Just like us.
Yeah.
Preggers.
But don't watch it if you don't like poop or cussing.
Yeah. Pregnant women can curse a lot.
Yeah.
So can we, apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're almost done for today, but just once again, here's this giveaway. Yeah, some car seat accessories that will make your life easier and your car a little cleaner. So leave a comment, answer some of those funny questions that we said, tell us about your birth experience. We will be back next week with another guest and another giveaway. And hopefully all three of us mommies will be able to make it, but who knows, because these things always happen to us.
Mommies.
And on Tuesday, the third episode of Slummy Mummy premieres. Yay! Monica's seen. It's the stroller fitness episode.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So if you want to see stroller fitness, watch it on Tuesday. Thank you so much for talking with me. And
thank you.
Let's continue to drink some wine. And
yes. Yeah. That's the one bad thing about being a doula is that you can't drink for like a month before the birth.
What?
Really? Yeah. You don't want to be drunk when you.
Oh, because you're on call.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that for you doulas. See you in a week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.